Please introduce yourself briefly.
Sir, I am Nancy Singh. I was born in Aligarh and I did my schooling from City Montessori School, Lucknow. Post that, I did my graduation in electronics engineering from Harcourt Butler Technical University, Kanpur. And this is my second attempt at UPSC. And sir, I take keen interest in practicing Mandala art and watching short films on social issues.
Okay.
Yes.
What is Mandala art, Nancy?
Sir, Mandala art is a form of art which has its origin in Hindu and Buddhist traditions. And sir, it is a geometric art where it starts from a central point known as Bindu, and it is done in the form of concentric circles which has its intricate patterns, and it is a very structured form of art which also has non-clinical therapeutic use.
Okay.
Yes.
So do you do it only at home, or do you also display your art professionally in any galleries or something?
No sir, I do not do it professionally. It's
Okay.
at my home.
So you are from Lucknow.
Yes sir.
Give me a bit of history of Lucknow and what Lucknow is today if we compare it to what it used to be in 1757.
Sir, Lucknow today or earlier it was a part of Awadh region. After the decline of Mughals, so Saadat Ali Khan, he emerged as the he started ruling from Awadh as an independent ruler. Later on, one was Sheikh Rahim Zada, and he was the one who established that Nawab culture, and so numerous Nawabs started ruling Lucknow.
Okay.
And a famous Nawab, one of the famous Nawabs was Nawab Wajid Ali Shah. He was also the last Nawab of Awadh. And in 1857, we had Begum Hazrat Mahal, who played a prominent role in 1857 revolt. Then after that, sir,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. Now I said compared to today because very often any person who is living in these old cities like Delhi or Lucknow, Allahabad, one often frequent refrain is, "अरे भाई पहले की बात तो अलग थी." तो has Lucknow changed?
Sir, in terms of urbanization, yes, Lucknow has changed. But if I have to mention about the Ganga Jamuni Tehzeeb or the hospitality nature of Lucknow, I believe, sir, to a larger extent it yet exists, and it is manifested in the Avdi cuisines. And very recently, UNESCO Creative Cities Award was also given to Lucknow. So I believe
But
that
then
culture.
I find the inclusiveness even in Lucknow has reduced quite a bit. It's not as inclusive as it used to be till even 40 years ago. We have relations in Lucknow, so I know. Anyway,
Yes.
उसको चलिए छोड़ते हैं अभी हम. You have done electronics engineering.
Yes, sir.
At one time, India was a leading country making semiconductors. I remember that again around 75, 76. We used to source semiconductors for our lab from local markets. Today, we are far behind. What happened?
Sir, there can be numerous reasons for the same. So first, I believe the lack of R&D and innovation that is there in the semiconductor industry, which is lagged. Sir, second is the problem of the critical minerals. India has less reserves of critical minerals which are required in the chip making. Then sir, third is also the reason with respect to fabrication units. We lag fabrication units, though we have 20% of our skill set is in design, chip designing, but fabrication part is missing. And so lastly also it is a very energy guzzling technology. So on that sense we have lagged, and
Okay,
yes sir, policies are also bad.
I understand.
Yes.
One last question.
Yes sir.
See, we said that Viksit Bharat, what is the target?
2047.
2047, Viksit Bharat. Do you think the way our science and technology is now in India, we can truly claim to be Viksit Bharat even in the 100 years?
अगर आप ये टॉपर मॉक इंटरव्यू देख रहे हो, मतलब आप सीरियस हो। आईएएस आईपीएस बनना लक से नहीं होता है, सही गाइडेंस से होता है। और आज के टाइम पर स्मार्ट प्रिपरेशन का मतलब है घर बैठे ऑनलाइन इंडिया के बेस्ट एजुकेटर्स के साथ, जहां आपको कंप्लीट गाइडेंस और रिसोर्सेज एक ही जगह मिल जाते हैं।
इसीलिए अनअकैडमी यूपीएससी पर इंडिया के बेस्ट एजुकेटर्स आपको वही प्रोसेस सिखाते हैं जो आपको सिलेक्शन तक लेके जाता है,
जिसमें जीएसएससी से थियरी से करंट, एनसीईआरटी से एडवांस सब कुछ आपको पढ़ाया जाएगा। इसमें डाउट रेजोल्यूशन, स्टडी मटेरियल, मॉक टेस्ट और मेंस आंसर राइटिंग भी शामिल है। मतलब प्रिपरेशन का कंप्लीट इकोसिस्टम एक ही जगह पर।
अब आप अपनी यूपीएससी जर्नी शुरू करो इंडिया के टॉप एजुकेटर के साथ, जहां से निकलते हैं मैक्सिमम रैंकर्स हर साल। कंप्लीट प्रिपरेशन इकोसिस्टम यही मिलेगा, वो भी लोएस्ट एवर प्राइस के साथ। लिंक नीचे डिस्क्रिप्शन में दिया गया है।
यूपीएससी की तैयारी हो तो
सिर्फ अनअकैडमी के साथ,
क्योंकि यूपीएससी में तो बस
अनअकैडमी ही है।
I'm talking purely about science and technology development.
Sir, I am very optimistic that we can be called as Viksit Bharat by 2047, given the various initiatives and the policies that are being taken in science and technology, like this National AI mission, Semiconductor mission. Apart from that, we are heading for our own large language models, etc. So I believe that if we pace up the efforts that we are making, I am optimistic, sir, that we
All right.
Yes.
Thank you.
Nancy, you have sociology as your subject.
Yes.
Do you think that Durkheim's, division of labor theory has become irrelevant?
Sir, Durkheim's theory of division of labor is yet relevant in the sense he's mentioned that the specialized division of labor is visible when there is high moral.
Please listen to the question.
Yes, sir.
I'm saying whether it has become in modern times or our times irrelevant. Yes or no?
No, sir, I do
No.
not see it as irrelevant.
Now, if I ask you, then you please explain. So first answer the question and then explain.
Okay, sir.
Okay, now go ahead.
Sir, the various interdependence which is existing between engineers, doctors or administrators. So I believe that organic solidarity which was mentioned by Durkheim, which is there as witnessed in the interdependence between the different organizations and the professions.
Okay.
Yes.
And if we take it further, you are the district magistrate of, let us say, Mankapur. Mankapur you have heard, no? You are from UP. You are talking about chips,
Yes, sir.
isn't it? Visit Mankapur, you will get an answer.
Okay, sir. Sir, I will read about
See,
it.
I'll come to it later. But you're the district magistrate of a district headquartered at Mankapur. The name of the district also is Mankapur. There, your first job as a subdivisional officer, what is going to be your first job? What will be your core function?
Sir, what I will prefer as a priority.
No, what will be your core function as an SDO in Mankapur district? Place is Mankapur.
Sir, I do not have the understanding of particularly of Mankapur, what it is, what is its history or what place it is. So, as an SDO, sir, my prime responsibility would be to look after the development and etc. But specific to Mankapur, sir, I am unable to.
Developmental activities. You have no clue whatsoever.
Yes.
Is the role profile of an IAS officer at that level. The core function is revenue related.
Yes, sir.
Have you understood?
Yes, sir.
The core function is revenue.
Revenue, yes, sir.
And collateral function is of coordination and things like that.
Yes.
Okay. So the service which you are going to join, please try to know little bit about that service, what it is.
Yes.
Have you ever met an IAS officer?
Sir, only in the mock interviews, not as
Otherwise,
such. Yeah.
have you ever seen a district magistrate visiting? You come from a village or you come from some place?
Sir, I come from Lucknow, but not in my school or college, no visit as
No.
such. Yes.
Anyway, will you be accessible to the people?
Certainly, sir, the approachability is the very important quality that needs to be there. So, I will be accessible to the public, sir.
Okay. One last question.
Yes.
What difference you will make by joining this service, which is now being talked as one of the most corrupt services in the country?
Sir, one difference that I would make if I am into this service, sir, I would ensure that the public service delivery is more transparent and accountability mechanisms are put in place so that this notion which has become popular that it is the corrupt service. So for that, sir, I believe transparency and accountability will be the core thing that I will look.
Okay. All the best.
Thank you, sir.
Sir.
Sociology is your optional.
Yes.
So some questions from sociology.
Yes.
You must have read about Marxian concept of alienation.
Yes.
How does it show itself in the gig economy with gig workers?
Sir, firstly, the lack of social security measures that are not there with the gig workers, that can cause alienation. Second, sir, they are yes. Second, sir, they are heavily controlled by the platform-based rating, so which makes it more mechanical sort of job where they have less of connection with the job. Then, sir, third, the wages, we say that as per the Marxian theory that have-nots are controlled by haves. So on that line, sir, the wages are also controlled of the gig workers. Yes. Yes.
Do you feel that Durkheim's theory of anomy is capable of explaining the youth unrest and anxiety?
अगर आप ये टॉपर मॉक इंटरव्यू देख रहे हो मतलब आप सीरियस हो। आईएएस आईपीएस बनना लक से नहीं होता है, सही गाइडेंस से होता है। और आज के टाइम पर स्मार्ट प्रिपरेशन का मतलब है घर बैठे ऑनलाइन इंडिया के बेस्ट एजुकेटर्स के साथ, जहां आपको कंप्लीट गाइडेंस और रिसोर्सेज एक ही जगह मिल जाते हैं।
इसीलिए अनअकैडमी यूपीएससी पर इंडिया के बेस्ट एजुकेटर्स आपको वही प्रोसेस सिखाते हैं जो आपको सिलेक्शन तक लेके जाता है,
जिसमें जीएस से सीसेट, थियरी से करंट, एनसीईआरटी से एडवांस सब कुछ आपको पढ़ाया जाएगा। इसमें डाउट रेजोल्यूशन, स्टडी मटेरियल, मॉक टेस्ट और मेंस आंसर राइटिंग भी शामिल है। मतलब प्रिपरेशन का कंप्लीट इकोसिस्टम एक ही जगह पर।
अब आप अपनी यूपीएससी जर्नी शुरू करो इंडिया के टॉप एजुकेटर के साथ, जहां से निकलते हैं मैक्सिमम रैंकर्स हर साल। कंप्लीट प्रिपरेशन इकोसिस्टम यही मिलेगा, वो भी लोएस्ट एवर प्राइस के साथ। लिंक नीचे डिस्क्रिप्शन में दिया गया है।
यूपीएससी की तैयारी हो तो
सिर्फ अनअकैडमी के साथ,
क्योंकि यूपीएससी में तो बस
अनअकैडमी ही है।
Sir, partially it can explain about youth unrest and anxiety. Sir, Durkheim mentioned that whenever there is normlessness or there is lack of regulation, so that causes anomy. So, sir, if I take an example of quota suicides among the students or the farmer suicides, sir, so the lack of regulation and the norms with respect to the debt which farmers take. So they take interest at very higher rates, and there is lack of regulation in that part. So that leads to anomy among the farmers. Yes.
So give me some idea about the little tradition and great tradition with examples.
Yes. Sir, the great tradition is the westernization which we are influenced by, which is there. So the little traditions are the traditional values and norms of our village. For instance, sir, this last year we organized Mahakumbh, sir. So it is a little tradition. If we compare with the India and globally, so it can be considered as a little tradition. But Of course, sir, there can be other examples. For instance, the culture of tribes can be considered as a little tradition, and the main core, the mainstream society.
Okay, so connected concepts of universalization and parochialization.
Yes, sir. So parochialization can be like vocal for local when we have the display of traditional art forms at a larger scale. So that causes universalization. And sir, parochialization can be the diffusion of the, for instance, the secular values when they penetrate in the, for instance, in the villages. So that can be considered as parochialization.
I think please brush up your sociology a little.
Okay, sir.
Okay?
Yes.
And what is pink collarization?
So pink collarization of jobs means that females are preferred in the expressive roles, for instance, the care economy, which leads to their domination in certain sector of jobs.
Is it domination or is it confining them to or assigning only some limited roles to them?
Sir, it is because of gender-based thinking which leads to confining them into those confined jobs, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Right. You are in IRMS, right?
Yes, sir.
Can ever a train be designed where you can detach passenger coaches without stopping the train?
Sir, I do not have understanding.
This concept, somebody is already
Sir.
trying it out in China.
Sir, I
Right.
will read about it.
Read about that.
Yes, sir.
You wrote an essay on mental health.
Yes.
Can you tell us, 2000, last year, 13,000 suicide cases, deaths. Between the year 22 and 23, 23,000 student suicide cases, death, mostly in institutions of higher learning. Why do these things happen? How can they be prevented?
Sir, there are certain reasons for this kind of suicide. So first is the performance pressure and the comparison culture which exists in the educational institution that leads to anxiety and stress leading to suicide. Then sir, second is also at times the discrimination faced by certain students that can also cause suicides. And sir, third, be it in higher education institution or in youth in general, the use of social media has also led to anxiety, depression and causing suicide, sir. Sir, how to tackle this problem? Sir, I would say that first at an individual level, one should go for meditation, yoga, fitness, etc. That will help them to regulate their emotions. Sir, second would be to establish the counseling centers in the educational institutions so that if people are having problems, so they can discuss that. Sir,
But are students open to attending counseling sessions? Even that is seen as a taboo.
So that is a third point I was about to say, that we need to break the stigma associated with mental health. And for that, sir, I think we need a community participation. And the parents should also be open to listening the students' concerns or the children's concerns.
Okay.
Yes.
What are Kawal towns in UP? Kawal towns.
Kawal town, sir. Sorry, sir, I'm not aware of that. I will
Okay.
read about it.
This is the initial, alphabets of the famous towns in UP, Kawal. What are the three, in your opinion, three major social issues afflicting women in UP?
Sir, the first is the crime against women, which is there, which is affecting women. Then, sir, second problem is the health indicators of, or we can say the socio-economic indicators of women. Sir, then third social problem is the lack of employment opportunities that they face, and because of various reasons, sir.
So, when we talk of women empowerment, what is the reservation of women in the UP Legislative Assembly? What is the percentage of women in Legislative Assembly as of today, approximately?
Sir, as of today, I am unable to recall the numbers. But as per Nari Shakti Vandan Adhiniyam, in future there will be 33% reservation.
Future.
Yes, sir.
Okay, there was some Prime Minister of UK who said nothing is contemptible in politics. Have you heard of this?
Sir,
Nothing
I have
is
not.
incontemptible in politics. What do you make out of this?
Sir, by this statement, I can understand that he or she, whosoever has said that, he is trying to say that whatever in politics, nothing is wrong. It can be, there cannot be any contemptation to what an action
Nothing is wrong, nothing is unethical.
unethical.
So where does the society go? If your policy makers itself believe that nothing is unethical, nothing is wrong, everything is okay to retain power, then if that is what the people who are responsible for leading this country, if they feel this way, where is the future?
So firstly, it was a statement made by that concerned person, but I do not believe that statement.
He was
is
Prime
right.
Minister of UK, so he was a man who spent all his life in politics. Benjamin Disraeli. So he knew what he was talking about.
Sir, but in my opinion, sir, I do not consider this statement to be appropriate because we are heading.
Okay, in UP,
Yes, sir.
what is the percentage of MLAs who've got criminal cases against them?
It's a particular to UP numbers.
Any state, even parliament.
Sir, in Parliament, 46%.
46%, half of your member of parliament who are representing and who are deciding on yours and my behalf, if that is the percentage, so you can't just disregard the statement. Although right now you don't know what to do with it, but okay. All right. If you have to change 3 things about women in India, what would you change?
Sir, the first thing I would like to change the patriarchal mindset so that it helps in the women empowerment.
Okay.
Then, sir, second would be to provide them more opportunities in employment. For instance, the entrepreneurship needs to be boosted and their participation in the education, higher education, STEM workforce, etc. And, sir, third would be to tackle the problem of crime against women, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Miss Nancy,
Yes, ma'am.
you are in IRMS?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I want to ask just a simple question to you. You have traveled in rail, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Then have you noticed that the last coach has a cross mark on it? Why it is used? Why there is a into mark or a cross mark?
Sorry, ma'am, I'm not aware.
Okay.
That I will just read.
Yes, read about it, okay? And have you ever wondered that the coaches are of different colors also? Rail coaches.
Yes, ma'am, they are.
So any reason behind that? Because some trains are green, some are blue, some are maroon.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I will read about
Okay,
it. Sorry.
we'll move on. You do mandala art.
Yes.
What type of mandala you make? Teaching or sand or healing?
Ma'am, I prefer the mandalas, which are healing mandalas, we can say, as it has floral designs which gives a calming and soothing effect.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So I hear that sand mandala is so unique.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell about it?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, this sand mandala is very much famous among the Tibetan monks in particular. And ma'am, there is a philosophy behind these sand mandalas. What they do is they draw mandalas, and after 7 days they just dissolve those mandalas. So it is indicative of the impermanence and non-attachment.
Okay.
So that philosophy, unique
Detachment
philosophy.
and impermanence.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Good. So there are various symbols in mandala they use. So like for circle, square, triangle and lotus, what does this mean?
Ma'am, triangles are of 2 types. One is the downward facing, another is the upward facing. So ma'am, upward facing denotes the energy and downward facing denotes the desire to learn, the curiosity. And then ma'am, there is the sun, which denotes the energy. Apart from sun, there is also circle with 8 spokes is also there, which 8 spokes denotes the eightfold path. And ma'am, square I am unable to recall currently what was the exact meaning.
But I asked about circle, and not circle with 8 spokes.
Okay.
So what does the circle mean? And you have missed out another lotus
Square.
also.
Okay, yes ma'am, lotus also. Ma'am, lotus, just like lotus comes from the bottom and reaches towards the top, in the similar lines, this denotes one's goal towards attaining salvation or enlightenment, ma'am. And ma'am, the circle denotes the eternal nature of life, the cyclicity of life.
Wholeness also.
Yes ma'am, wholeness.
Okay, and that downward triangle I am bit doubted, because like you see, the triangle means energy.
Yes,
Upward denotes Lord Shiva and downward denotes like Parvati.
Okay.
They used to say, but just
Ma'am, I'll
verified.
just-
Okay.
yes, ma'am.
So you are interested to watch short films
Yes ma'am.
on social issues specifically.
Yes,
So have you watched Period, End of the Sentence?
Yes ma'am, I have seen
So
that.
what's this about?
Ma'am, it has depicted how there is the stigma associated with the menstruation, and people are not aware about menstruation. They call it as a disease. So ma'am, it is a kind of documentary which is depicted the various regions of different places, where they have taken feedbacks from the students, from the men, that what do they think about menstruation.
Okay.
Yes.
Good. Thank you. Over to you, sir.
ma'am.
All right, Nancy, when is your interview?
Sir, it's on 15th of January. 15th of January.
15th of January.
Yes, sir.
And you are already part of the IRA base.
Yes, sir.
How much did you get in the interview that time?
Sir, it was very less. It was 140 marks.
140 marks.
Yes, sir.
So you basically got it on the strength of your returns. You have
Yes,
made. Okay. Nancy, what do you think of the mock that you have given today?
Sir, it could have been better.
Very general statement. Specifically,
Sir,
tell me.
articulation and structuring, and what sir asked also. I could not understand. I thought specific to Manakpur, sir was asking, but then I should have given that core function by why IAS administration job had started. And even sir, I got confused about little and universalization and parochialization.
Sorry?
Sir, little tradition, great
Okay, all
tradition
right.
and universalization.
Okay, Nancy. I asked you about China, didn't I?
No, sir.
No, I didn't. I forgot. Okay. Nancy, I think your knowledge base is very good. And where you were able to apply and think of an answer in terms of even giving your opinion, you were quite good. But there were several areas where either you were not prepared to take a position, or you thought that you had to support the government line. You were not able to take an independent view of your own. For example, when I talked to you about the development disparities between India and China, basically because India trying to become Viksit Bharat by 2047, unless you are able to really do well in science and technology, you can't. Semiconductors, I again asked you, where did we lack? We did many stupid things. We closed the factory down. We had one factory near Chandigarh making semiconductors, we closed it. APIs, we closed it. So I think essentially sometimes on these issues, unless you take an independent view of your own, it seems that you are parroting a standard bookish line of the government very often. So my sense is that if you were able to, even though the time is very less, but if you can develop an independent kind of an opinion on issues, it would be useful, provided you can defend it.
Yes.
But if you think that you are not able to defend it, it's better to say that I don't have my own opinion, but this is what I believe. This is what I've been told. That's all I would say. Otherwise, I really wouldn't recommend any greater change. Your articulation is good, your presentation is good. I don't see any problem there. It is just the little bit thing, content of your own opinions.
Okay, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
You will do well It depends on the day. Don't get nervous. Be yourself, and you will do well.
Yes.
In the meantime, just think of this, trying to develop your own line. Okay?
Yes.
All the best.
Nancy,
Yes, sir.
you are good to go.
Thank
You know, you know what you are doing. You know, when a question is put to you, which you have understood, answer. You know, I asked regarding corruption. Corruption can be of many forms,
Yes, sir.
isn't it? In your own this Indian Railway Account Service, there are 4 women and some few male. They are under suspension for misuse of official position directed against women who are colleagues in the same service. I am not elaborating it further. You can find out. Now, this side of a thing you will find in many services. The corruption begins, and if you put your nose in between, then you face the music. Find it out.
Yes.
See, there is a very steep decline in our ethics and other things. Okay. So when you answer that question, have some prior knowledge of what it is going to be there. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All the best. You will do very well.
Thank you, sir.
All the points are already communicated to you. Brush up your sociology.
Yes, sir.
I think you're not in touch with your optional subject after mains.
Yes, sir.
You got badly mixed up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Those kind of applied questions can be asked.
Yes, sir.
And so that is that.
And
The rest is all good.
Sure, sir.
See, your articulation is good, you're calm, cool, collected, confident, so all that is good. On your DAF, there are a few issues that you should be prepared for, you know. When you talk of social media, there are so many issues about social media, entrepreneurship, what is the state of India's entrepreneurs, plus startups and all, you know. As the finance minister had said that China's startups are thinking big. Indian startups are, making small little things. So
Yes.
those kind of things, one district, one product, what is the progress and things like that. So many issues about UP, law and order issues, bulldozer justice and all that, caste-based politics. So all these things you'll have to be prepared for in your own subject. Rest
Yes.
you've been advised. So work on that. You already have the advantage of already being in a good service. So go with confidence.
Thank you, sir.